about to have a massive hit up against the Mount Albert Lions. Referee ready now to start the match, and this will be a big game.
I'm looking forward to this one. A couple of the form teams from what we can gather so far, and I think it promises to be a pretty entertaining fixture here, Troy. Two teams who will be employing different styles of play, no doubt. Hibiscus Coast, well, they don't have any big boys really, do they? They're a small team across the park. As we mentioned, you know, they play in the Auckland 2nd Division, and a lot of these boys are from the overage restricted grade, which is, of course, under 85 kgs. But one thing we know is they're going to be fit, they're going to be fast, and they're going to be up for this one.
So Mount Albert returning the ball through the ruck, coming up out of their half. Conversations taking place, trying to get a wee bit of shape, and they've split them.
It's Joseph Price into a big gap straight away, and the cover defence is not going to get there, so Joseph Price is going to open the scoring for Mount Albert with a break down the left. So a fantastic start for Mount Albert, and Hibiscus Coast just caught a little bit there after the initial break and couldn't recover in time, but that's a really positive start for Willie Swan's side.
Hibiscus trying to generate a wee bit of conversation about getting their heads up as they wait for the kick at goal to be taken. Yeah. Big swinging left footer and waved away.
So a good start for Mount Albert. See what they can back it up with now as they get ready to kick the ball back towards the Hibiscus Coast Raiders.
Great run there.
Yeah, fantastic.
He's done a marathon just to get out to the edge,
and
he's inside. Here we go,
play.
ladies and gentlemen. Here's a wee bit of excitement. Go the Raiders.
Oh, and we have to wait for some confirmation on that one. It's going to be a no try. But boy, that was exciting footy from the Hibiscus Coast Raiders.
I don't even think the Hibiscus Coast Raiders knew what was happening there, to be fair, Corey.
And an excellent breakout wide from Buck Hall, who is one of the better players in the Sharman Cup competition, the 2nd Division. Broke out wide off the kickoff, and as you mentioned, I'm not sure anyone knew it was unfolding there, but boy, it was almost a great try.
Absolutely, and I think that's what the Hibiscus Raiders bring to this tournament. You know, they look like they're very unpredictable, and they've got, obviously, a lighter frame, which gets them around the field a wee bit better, a wee bit faster, and they certainly are shifting the ball from side to side. So I think these guys are going to have big engines, and their tanks are going to go, you know, the full distance. Mount Albert probably bring a little bit more structure to it, but at this point in time, you know, here they go again on the attack, and they've certainly got still like urgency, you know. Yep, tack out of the dummy half, and there you go. Has he dropped that?
And
oh, shame.
I think that maybe a drop in there.
So they're 2 times down in that corner in the last 3 minutes. You know what I mean? Mount Albert's racing it out. They need to get back on the defence, contain them down here. They're going to have to work hard now.
So Pupi Muller bringing it back for Mount Albert. And I think young Mitchell Gemmell there getting involved as Mount Albert march up towards halfway. Tui Samoa into dummy half. Hands it off to Ulu Pau. And they've forced the knock on, and that one gets a big cheer from the home crowd here at the Hibiscus Coast. Yeah. Great to see them turn out numbers to support the Raiders at their home ground today. And Hibiscus Coast now shifted out, and it's with Liam Ackland, puts on the little step, and Ackland's through. The cover chase is coming from Mount Albert. I don't know if they will get there. Dragged down well by the number 4 for Mount Albert, Jordan Tour. Spread it out towards the left.
And gone back, knocked back.
And there's a little knock on.
Referee disagrees with my call. It wasn't knocked back. It's a knock on.
I think Blake James may have disagreed with the call as well. He looked up at the ref rather puzzled. But the correct call in the end there, I believe. And Mount Albert worked this ball off their 30.
fantastic day down here at the Hibiscus Coast Raiders home ground, and if you are not having much on this afternoon, please come down and join us. The atmosphere is fantastic. There's a lot of activity down here, food and drink available. I've just been told that the bar is open if you'd like a green tea, and come down, have a cold refreshment and enjoy the football for this afternoon.
Good opportunity for all these players tonight.
Nice offload there from Joseph Price. He's been really, really impressive so far in this tournament. As Mitchell Gemmell's hit in a hard tackle out on the right-hand touchline. A few pleasantries exchanged afterwards. Mark Graham now with the ball, takes it to the line. Broken the first one. Great offload from Mark Graham. Gets it off to, I think it was Kitiona Pasini.
Good support there by Mount Albert on the inside. Oh.
And Ulu Pau, has he got over? Ball has come loose. Hibiscus Coast are picking it up.
The Hibiscus Coast player still down.
And we're going to have a try at the end of all that. So the ball did spill out, obviously after it was grounded. So a little bit of confusion. That one is not well appreciated here at the Hibiscus Coast. A few boos ringing around the ground as the home team go down 8 points to 0 with kick to come.
Trainers having a little bit of concern around their player down there.
Yeah, and he's taken a heavy hit there. I think it's Callum Sainty, who's taken a heavy hit and is down in the end goal. So back up to the feet, which is a good sign.
Yeah, he's being subbed off, Corey. He's going to... No, he's not happy about that. He's going out the back to have a little conversation, I'd say. Mount Albert reset. Hibiscus Coast now are getting ready to grind it outside of their 20. And offload. Here we go, young Ackland again.
Yeah, he's featured heavily early on, hasn't he? And again, in the middle of it. They shift the ball back towards the middle now, and lots of playmakers in this Hibiscus side. That one, Christopher Watkins, with some nice play.
By the sideline here too for their home team.
Buck Hall, who we saw split the line earlier, and it's a great offload. He finds Watkins, and now lots of ball movement from Hibiscus Coast. Number 12, Dallas Courtney. Be looking for a quick play of the ball at the end of this one. Numbers out towards the right, and I think that's where the Raiders will go. Instead, they go left. Buck Hall now with the ball, takes it to the line. Nice little offload. And boy, they are creating some opportunities here, playing some excellent football, but just not quite coming off so far for the Raiders. Positive signs, though.
Yeah, no, they put together a good session of passes there and a good passage of play. Now it's probably around keeping and containing the Mount Albert side down here inside their 20, and seeing if we can't get a couple of numbers on the board for the Hibiscus Coast Raiders. The Sports Safe ARL Nines are being beamed live by CTAS, and you can pick that stream up off the Auckland Rugby League website, aucklandleague.co.nz. Back to the match. No. Yeah.
And to a chorus of "Come on Raiders," I believe we have a knock-on in there. And Hibiscus Coast now are going to get a chance to reply before half-time. So they spread it out towards the left here, and the guy to watch, of course, is Buck Hall. He's been excellent so far for Hibiscus Coast. Interesting to see what the Raiders can come up with here. They shift it back towards the sticks. Wheel Duff.
They've got numbers out here, Corey.
They do indeed, and the numbers add up, and that is a try to the number 17, Corey Craig. Fantastic work. Troy, nice to see Hibiscus Coast rewarded for all their hard work there and some really good play.
Absolutely, and that's going to give them a wee bit of confidence. They're going to really enjoy that. I know that some of the crew on the sideline here, that's given them an opportunity to rack up. So, as we come back to the halfway mark, getting ready to reset, I think the kick's important and waved away at the half-time header.
So that'll do us for the first half. In this match, Mount Albert will take a 10 points to 4 lead into the break. Pretty exciting first half, Troy, end-to-end stuff and plenty of movement.